Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We're using the fantastic Supreme modules here today. It's an awesome addition to the Divi theme. And somebody was asking about Flipboxes. I think we've covered this before, but you see these a lot on many sites, so I thought I'd go over it again. Now, Flipbox is a great addition to any site. It lets you put two lots of content in the same space, really. If you hover over it, it flips and shows you the opposite side. Now you can do this on a click or a slide with Supreme modules. Really easy to do. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. Once enabled, let's go down to where we want to work. I'm simply going to add a new module. Now the light grey ones here are all the standards that come with the Divi theme itself, and there's plenty to build just about any site. All these blue ones here are the ones that you get with the Supreme modules, and they're absolutely awesome. And you'll find the link for the Supreme modules below this video. And here's a few more of the Divi. If you've got WooCommerce installed, you get an extra 12 with the Divi theme that'll help you arrange your products. So we're looking for the Flipbox right here. Okay, let's just put this over here so we can see what we're doing. First thing you're going to want to do is add an item. Puts in a little dummy content, and as you can see, it flips already. But I'm going to leave the dummy content in there because I've got nothing particular to say for the title. Side 1 or flip 1 or whatever you want to call it. You can put a subtitle in here if you want to. And of course, you've got a regular text module to add text. And you can add media and make things link within here if you want to, just like any other text module. Again, I'm going to leave mine just as it is. You can choose to use an image or an icon. I'm going to add a little icon. There we go. Okay. In the link, you can link the whole module to somewhere by putting the link in here. And of course, best practice is if you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're linking to somebody else's site, link it in a new tab. You can add a button here if you want to. I'm not going to add a button to my first side here because it's going to flip, which might make it a little difficult to hit that button. And here's our background. And like any other module, you've got color, gradient, image, or video if you want to. I'm going to put a color. And I'll put an image in as well, and then I'll blend the two, which is a great feature of Divi. Let's use this one for this one. So there's our image. As you can see, if I haven't got my mouse on it, it flips. What I'm going to do is roll down in the image section, and I'm going to blend mine, background image blend. They've got a bunch of filters here. You can get some fantastic effects. You really can. I'm simply going to use multiply, and if you keep your eyes on that image, it sort of darkens it down with that blue color that we put in for the color, which will make our text a lot easier to read in a moment. Okay, let's move on to our design tab, image and icon, icon color. It's going to stand out pretty well. You can circle the icon if you want to. I'm going to leave mine just as it is. Put it top or left if you prefer, so it's on the left of the text there. And you can use icon font size if you want to shrink it down or grow it a little bit. I'm not going to use box shadow on my image. Here's the text. You can align it where you want. I'm going to leave mine just as it is for this side, but I want to make it light, obviously. Now, of course, we can affect the title text and subtitle individually. So let's capitalize our title, perhaps, make it semi-bold, and make it a little bit bigger. Body text I'll leave just as it is. Subheading, we can make it a different color. Let's capitalize that as well. Make it that crazy yellow. Okay, sizing, I'm not going to use that. If you want to, within the column that it's in, you can pull it down in size So it's only taking up 70% or whatever you want there. You can pop it in the middle, or to the left, or to the right. I'm happy for mine to take up the full content though, right there. We've not got a button on this. I'm going to add a bit of spacing left and right. I'm happy with top and bottom, but we're actually going to size this whole module in a minute. So I'm just going to say put 30 pixels left, hit the chain, and it'll do the right. Just put in the number, it'll put in the pixels for you. I'm not going to put in a border. I may put in a box shadow on the whole thing in a minute. So we've got our first one there. There it is right there. Let's actually go into our design on our main box here. We're not in the slide, we're in our main Flipbox settings here. I'm going to go down to sizing and make this the size that I actually want it, because I want it to be a bit bigger than that. So we're in sizing. Height wise, the default's 200 as it is there. I'm going to up mine to 300, I think. Again, just type in the number, it'll put in the pixel value for you. That's better. Great. So let's go back to our content now. And I'm just going to clone this slide for the opposite side. We'll go in there. I'll leave everything as it is, but I'll just change the background image there, I think, so we can tell one from the other. Now let's get rid of that color and we'll put in a different image. Something that's going to let you stand out, perhaps that one, or even that one. And if I flip now, there we go, we've got the opposite side. Great, so there's our Flipbox. Now you get plenty of options with it. Perhaps for the second one, as we're hovering on it, let's add a button to it. So just above the background, we've got our button here. Whatever you want your button to say, wherever you want your button to go, and best practices for how to open it. And there we go, we've got a button there. And if you go to the design, you can style your button with the custom style. Just flip that on to on. I'm going to leave mine just as it is. Not really happy with that, but it'll do for the demonstration. Okay, well, let's save our second side there back into our main content here, and here's where we can decide how it actually works. I'm just going to add a little bit of box shadow to the bottom to lift it off the page a little bit. There we go. Now if we go down all the way to the bottom to the animation, here we can trigger the animation on hover, which it's doing at the moment, or we can have it get them to actually click on it. If they're clicking on it, you can have a button on the front as well, so they have to click it before it flips. I'm going to leave mine on hover. Now you can have all kind of different effects: flip left, flip right, flip up, flip down, but you don't have to have flip. You can have slide, zoom, fade, or zoom out. So I'm going to go ahead, let's have a slide on this one. We had flip on the last one. And let's have it slide to the right as our little arrow is pointing that way. The time it takes to actually do it is 0.6 seconds. You can up it or down it there if you want. Make mine 1 second. And we're good to go. Let's save our changes, exit the visual builder, and see what we've got. And there's our little second box. When I hover over it, second one's going to slide in from the right, and that's a beautiful feature. You can get some amazing effects with these things, and you see them on a lot of sites. We've got our call to action on the second one there, and it slides back when we let go. So there you go, guys. There's the Flipbox from Divi Supreme Modules, and it is a really nice addition to any site. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.